spring is here, and that means travel with the family and lots of free times with the kids. So Amy Pearl's got some travel tips, plus some ideas for spring break. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, I have a lot of friends that are traveling. Some are going skiing. You know, that's big and bulky and puffy. It's hard to pack.
Yes, and I mean, we have a big family too, so it doesn't matter where you're going, really. It's hard to pack, and having little tips on how you can get everything in is great. So I found these things at the dollar store, and you've probably seen them before. Like I've seen
They're
them.
like space bags.
They're like space bags.
Right?
I've seen them with meat, right? They like shrink things together. So anyway, so this is kind of like what it will look like. In here, believe it or not, I have 2 snowsuits, and I also have a snow jacket. And as you can see, it like super condenses.
It does.
Opposed to what you have here. And
Right.
so I don't try to pack all my kids' stuff. I just specifically that's the ski stuff. I also like to use this whenever they go to summer camp because it helps condense everything.
Good tips.
And so what you do is you zip it up and then you use your vacuum cleaner and it takes everything out.
So cool. And they look like this, right?
This is what to look for, yeah.
Okay.
I just get mine at the dollar store. I'm sure the Container Store sells them. And I say dollar store, but let's remember it's $1.25. Right? $1.25 store. And then I want to show you this one too. So we are, everything's going to go in like an Airstream above our car. But I have also used this in so many different ways. But these are storage bags, and so what I do is I give each of my kids, so rather than a suitcase, so with we get 6, so we can't pack that many suitcases in the back. So these right here, you know,
smart.
they're not so hard, and they, but these are the under the bag storage containers, and I found these at the dollar store too. So I'll put their snow stuff in there, and then they're closed for the week.
Okay.
And
That's a really good idea. Then you're not stuck with all the heavy suitcases.
And then what I love about it too is when we've reached our destination, the kids kind of go out of that.
Okay.
So this right here is great. It's great for the older kids. My older kids like to participate with my little one. So whether you're road tripping or you're going on an airplane, you can print out these little sheets. I like to put each one in a different Ziploc bag. It makes it seem like it's its own activity, like for my little one. So this is just road trip bingo. You can play it, or you can just every time she sees one, you can do it. And so I even put like my little stickers in a bag. Anytime she gets something out of the bag, it makes her seem like she has a lot more time.
Yep.
We're going to Colorado, so I thought I'd do like a little bit of learning as I could
Smart.
too. So we did the flag, and again, you can just Google it, print it, wherever you're going. If it's New Mexico, anywhere, you can do the flag, the state flower. I also did like a little little math sheet for her. And then of course like the state bird. So you can
love that.
tailor
You're
that.
learning a little bit while you're on the way, and kids remember that stuff.
And kids remember that.
Yeah.
The little ones love to learn it, and then the older ones, they do participate too. I showed you just kind of like a regular road trip bingo, but you can even find specialized ones. So I did actually a ski bingo too, and that's just another fun one too. That let's say we need a few minutes while we're making dinner or something. You can be like, hey, go to your little sheet and what did you see today? So that's fun.
Super cool. Okay, this hack for pins is amazing.
Yes.
I love this.
Okay, so they're gonna need something to color with too, right? This right here is awesome. You just do duct tape and you put it on the caps, and so it keeps all the caps together, and then you know what color to put it back in, and it stays all together. A couple of little more activities. I just put like little index cards. I try not to give them so much. Like when I find when I give her like a coloring book, it's just she never wants to play with it. But just little random things like this. Also, pipe cleaners. I only give them a few of them because if you give them all of them, they're all over the car or whatever. But these, they only have a few, so I find that she plays with them more.
I love that. Okay, let's talk about snacks in the car because that's important, right?
Yes.
But it also takes a lot of time to stop.
It takes a lot of time to stop, and you're sitting in the car, and now you're making them sit in a restaurant. So we like to find more of like a cool park to go to. And what I love is this like super easy peanut butter and jelly. I make them all before I go, and I put them all right back into the container.
Oh,
and it's perfect.
so smart. Into your bag of bread. I love
yes,
that. Okay.
And and last but not least, when you are sharing quarters with the fam bam, it can get a little stinky. So I definitely always bring the pooperoo. Like in our house, we have several different toilets.
It does.
But sometimes you're sharing one, and with 6 people, it's just a lot. And then also, if we're traveling, I always do this travel one. And whenever I sit down in the airplane, I always spray it at the feet because I'm very sensitive to smell, and it just kind of mutes.
I think the airplane thanks you for that. Everyone.
Yes,
they're
I
like,
think everyone
it smells
does
good
too.
over here. Great hacks, guys. If you're traveling, all of these will help. And of course, you can reach out to Amy and find her on Instagram. She's got great ideas. Just follow her at Pearls Projects for more details.